Hey everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. Today we're going to talk about 5 rules to build strong self-control. What is self-control? Self-control over basic desires is the essence of self-discipline. Doing tasks correctly and on time is a sign of someone who is disciplined. It is being committed to keeping your word and staying loyal to yourself. In this video, I'm going to discuss how you can develop unbreakable self-discipline using 5 useful guidelines that you can start putting into practice as soon as the video is over. And these are not just trite sayings or insignificant advice that has no real bearing on your life. If you use this advice properly, it could potentially improve your life. Why is self-discipline important? Whatever your objectives, you will undoubtedly need to put in work to reach them. And if you lack discipline, you'll most likely put off doing nothing and instead delay. If you want to be a successful person, you must be able to put off gratification and temptations that will last for a short while. Now, there is a significant distinction between discipline and self-discipline, and willpower is the key, for instance. Why do you think working out alone is less successful for weight loss than working out with a personal trainer? Yes, they may correct some of the strategies you were doing incorrectly and teach you some new ways, but the most crucial elements are accountability and incentive. The experience of working out alone versus working out with a trainer is really different. Trainers instruct you on what to do, what you're doing incorrectly, how to do it right, and provide encouragement. Of course, the one who does everything by himself wins out over the person who has a trainer who is more self-disciplined. This is so that no one can instruct him on what to do or when to do it. While the other guy has a trainer, the only one holding him accountable is himself. That travels with him at all times. Being self-disciplined entails turning up, doing the work, keeping your word. It also refers to having healthy habits, which are crucial for behavior change interventions because they are naturally triggered and are therefore probably to be kept. You may realize that you lack self-control. You're in luck because this is a skill. It indicates that even if you start from scratch, you can learn it and master it. I'm going to demonstrate self-discipline in this video to help you achieve your goals more quickly and lead a healthy lifestyle. Let's get started with the 5 principles for developing self-discipline. Tip number 1. Remove temptations. Eliminating everything that is preventing you from doing as you should be acting is the first logical step. Because of this, our brains are designed to avoid any type of pain, suffering, or effort. As a result, when given the choice between working and watching Netflix, we usually choose the latter since it is quicker and easier. If you only have a job to do, everything gets much simpler. In this situation, you could revoke your Netflix membership. This can be used for many different things. Are you tempted to log into Instagram or remove the app entirely? I realize that this may seem a little drastic, so here's another option you have without removing all of your social media apps and discarding your television. If you work from home, make it inconvenient to procrastinate. It is simple to become distracted while working from a desk that is 3 feet from your couch. Take a quick break and then spend the rest of the day munching on useless snacks and watching useless things. Sounds recognizable? However, it is far more difficult for you to delay if you are working from your neighborhood public library. If you really want to take one of those quick breaks on the couch, you'd have to go all the way back home to get to it. Which is inconvenient because you are in a quiet place with little to no distraction and you don't have your fridge on the left or your couch on the right to distract you in this way. Tip number 2. Don't wait for the right mood. Have you ever put off doing work because you weren't in the mood? We all have. And I'll let you in on a small secret right now. Most likely, you'll never have the need. And even if you do, you'll start the work. But within 10 minutes, you'll quit because you won't be in the correct frame of mind. Our brain is not designed for productivity, as I previously stated. On the contrary, you shouldn't wait for the ideal opportunity because it was designed for rapid pleasure. But you should still do it. This advice will be beneficial to you. It's pretty easy to follow the 3-second rule. Whenever you find yourself not doing what needs to be done, count to 3 and then get started. Don't consider it. Don't. Do it now. Do you have to get up and start studying as you count to 3? Do you need to get up from your bed? 1, 2, 3. That's it. Avoiding thought is crucial in this situation. Don't speak slowly then. Just carry out right now. Are you gaining new knowledge? Are you prepared to practice discipline in order to enhance your life? Tip number 3. Set achievable goals. Setting goals is another ability that helps speed up your work. When making goals, you must be ambitious but practical. One thing a well-known entrepreneur constantly says is that if you know exactly how to get there, you're going. The goals are too modest. Studies on goal setting and task performance show that difficult goals produce better results than simple ones. Goals or no goals, give it your all. Setting goals is most likely to increase work performance when the objectives are clear and suitably difficult. Therefore, even if you don't succeed, you will always be more productive. A decent objective is one that can actually achieve and isn't too tiny. You'll feel like your potential is being wasted. You'll be more successful and efficient if you have a good deadline, especially if you hold yourself accountable. A friend of mine was producing a music video a few years ago. He had a really difficult time putting this idea together because it was so complicated. He served as the video's editor and director. After a few weeks of working on it, he finally understood that he was going completely. He therefore made a decision to test himself that day. He told all of his admirers that the video would be finished and available in a matter of weeks. That required doing a lot of work in a hurry. After working late for a week, he finally completed and released the music video on schedule. The lesson here is that you are more likely to complete tasks when someone is holding you accountable. Tip number 4. Think long-term. The greatest way to forecast the future, according to Abraham Lincoln, is to make it. The action that successful people take separates them from failed people. They don't grumble about anything if they don't enjoy it. They strive to alter it. Therefore, I want you to think about the following issues. Using the actions you do every day as a guide, what are you doing to better your life right now? What does the future hold for you? 5, 3, and 10 years. The moment you internalize this, you realize that everything you do today will have a significant impact on the person you become tomorrow. And doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like it is the best method to inspire yourself to accomplish it. Tip number 5. Progressively build a productive routine. Begin modestly. Changing won't happen overnight. When I started taking it seriously a few years ago and began working out, which involved going to the gym and jogging, at first I detested it. It was challenging, taxing, and occasionally painful. After the first 3 days, I really wanted to give up. But something inside me compelled me to press on. My body was put under a lot of stress during the first month. But then strange things started to happen. I didn't expect it, but I actually began to like going to the gym and exercising. I eagerly anticipated it, and I also became aware that I was accomplishing far more throughout the course of my days. I felt more energized and began to look incredibly terrific. As a result, major benefits take time to attain while tiny, irregular acts can. They are achievable. You should rise at the same time each day and have a detailed strategy for the day, since this will help you get going. Make your bed as soon as you get out of the bed. This is a wonderful first step and a little but significant accomplishment. It has been demonstrated that making your bed in the morning will boost your motivation and productivity all day. Start by selecting the aspects of your routine you'd like to change to get started on improving it. Make a list of all your everyday activities and categorize them into positive, neutral, and negative activities if you choose. Positive actions include things like writing essential emails, conducting research, working, exercising, and other things that move you closer to your objectives. Spending time with negative individuals, engaging in harmful conduct, and other such negative activities are examples of negative activities that move you further away from your goal. Activities that are neutral are time wasters that don't really accomplish anything, similar to sitting passively in front of the television while in traffic. Once you have your list, you may move forward and make your decision regarding how to alter your habit. You need to stop doing all unfavorable and neutral acts at this time. If that's not possible, you can think about posing the question, how can I make neutral and negative activities positive? Instead of whining and complaining while stopped in traffic, you could listen to an audiobook or podcast, for instance. The final part, the 21-90 rule. A habit takes roughly 21 days to start, 66 days to ingrain, and 90 days to form a lifestyle, according to a widely accepted norm. In other words, if you commit to doing something every day for a full 21 days, it will probably start to become a habit. Additionally, if you continue doing anything for 90 days, it will become a habit and a regular part of your routine. Anything that alters your routine makes your life better could qualify as that thing. For instance, you might want to start your morning meditation, take a cold shower every morning, or go for a daily 30-minute workout. Does this rule, however, genuinely apply? Things aren't that straightforward according to Filippo Lally, a study that was published in 2009. 96 individuals tried starting a new group as part of this study. They took somewhere between 18 and 254 days to complete. These findings are somewhat perplexing. What is the time frame then? Everything hinged on you. Ideally, it shouldn't take you more than 30 days, but there are a lot of variables. This does not preclude you from using the 21-90 rule, though. It simply applies that you shouldn't accept it as gospel truth and keep acting in the same way every day. Don't forget to practice willpower by consistently doing things you want to do. Success is not a method or a thing that happens, and the only way to get there is via discipline and hard work. Thank you guys so much for watching Boss Advisory, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the bell so you get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day, and see you on the next one.